Hello everybody, welcome to Instantgo Tarot Odyssey. Hooray! We're going to do your soulmate update and find out as much information as we can. I'm super excited. We're going to get initials, zodiacs, time, who, what, when, where, hows, whatever comes in. I'm so excited. It's beautiful and perfect outside now for a fun kind of like a fairy opening, so you guys can choose your cards. And just so you know too, you guys, I'm running a special and it's backed by popular demand. It was going to be one day, but I'm going to run it over the weekend. If you're unfamiliar with my private reads, I'm doing a half off this weekend, and I'm going to be filming, starting tomorrow and Monday. So if a read is normally $50, it'll only be $25. If it's normally $100, it'll only be $50. And I'm going to run this for a Saturday and a Sunday. So again, all you have to do is DM me over on Sparkrist11 on IG, and or you can come to my, my right there, sparkrist@gmail.com, and you can screenshot it as well and send your questions. I do your reading within like 48 hours of order too. I make a private video. I'm really excited to be able to do this. It's like, I feel like it's a really amazing time for love energy to come in. I just feel like all these portals are open, ready, and the resistance is a lot less, and we're really reading the signs and synchronicities, and people are having amazing results right now, and I'm really, really excited. But again, you guys, remember, this is for a collective, so if every last little thing doesn't resonate, it doesn't have to be every last little initials. If I pull 3 initials, things like that, it's like we don't discount the energy of somebody who is spectacular to us, because a zodiac doesn't match up. This is a collective, so we're using our higher reasoning there. So I'm excited to start, you guys. Let's see what is happening. Here's our choices. We have Sylvanus, and that's also a number 34. We have Sage, a number 19, and we have the collective Pixies, 48. So whether it's the imagery, whatever speaks to you and resonates you, and feel free to watch more than one grouping. Sometimes I feel like as a collective, I like people to make 2 choices, and then they can take what resonates. So I'm gonna have a quick sip of water, and we're gonna start with number 1, which is Sylvanus. I love the art in this. Brian Froud, oh my gosh, amazing. I love this deck. This is one of the first decks that I ordered because I love pixies and fairies, and if you guys are familiar with him, he did the artwork and the characters in the Dark Crystal, and he did a lot of things for Jim Henson. Just an amazing, amazing artist. So you guys, we're going to start number 1, and I want to hear messages from your guides and angels pertaining to your soulmate right now for your first messages right now. We have trust the timing, trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Because for a lot of people, that does become an issue. They feel like they have lack mentality in time, like, oh my gosh, I'm this age, or I'm at this stage of my life, or whatever it is, optimal time for having children. And when we give ourselves a sell by date, that becomes a problem when it comes to a natural manifestation, where we just know we have all the time, we have patience, and that the universe is taking care of it. So you're going to start to feel good about where you are, and you're not going to have this crazy sense of urgency, which sometimes we just do. We're impatient for the things that we really want and desire, but you're going to have a natural kind of like rhythm and flow to this. So I want to see what some of the attributes might be for this individual. Servant, their light attribute, delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. So again, they're very giving, and I feel like their language of love is probably like cooking and cleaning and doing nice things for other people, but also just a deep, rich heart. I mean, this person is very caring and loving, and I feel like, you wouldn't want to accept or have anything else with that. But this is also nice to have come into the mix. Don Juan spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. So they are a match for your libido. They're a match for your passion. Again, someone who is very expressive in brilliant romantic ways. Like, they just love to have that 5-alarm charm, the flowers, the food, the ambiance, all of that. The appeal is deep and rich and really penetrating, and it's like you just love that, and you're like, it's the elixir that you crave. They just have that. They say the right things, they do the right things, and it's not to try to guide or persuade you into anything. It is just their true nature, that they're very romantic. And for a lot of these people, it's funny, I do see a lot of African American men and a lot of Spanish and Latino lovers that just really like fantastic rhythm and dance. They just have everything, that whole package of how they approach life. Like everything is deep and rich and romantic and lovely, and a lot of it has to do with music too. So I feel like if you guys are attracted to certain songs and music right now, that may be part of it, you know, reggae, just beautiful instrumentalists, whatever it is. I feel like that's also how they're going to connect to you, and through music and the feeling and the rhythm, because again, life is filled with all these notes and rhythms as well. So I'm really loving that for you. So let's get our deck out here, because what I'm going to do is just do that and this, and what I want to do next too is get some initials for you. So we have F, and I'm going to pull 3 for each: F, H, and D. So F, H, and D, D, A, D, H, F. Now it could be 1 or 2 of your initials, 1 of theirs, all 3 of theirs. It can be a whole combination. Remember, this is for a collective. I don't know what's happening with the sun. It's trying to like hide behind this tree as I'm getting things done. So those are initials. And what I want to do too is I want to just split the deck right here. I'm going to put the deck right here, and then we're just going to split it and pull from the center. 3 of materials. So I was concentrating right now on, and materials are pentacles. So I feel like an earth sign might be in here. We have lovely Taurus energy. We have Capricorn. Within this too, I feel like there is a high dependability, like regardless of what is going on, you feel like you can say or do or be your authentic person around this individual. Your soulmate anyway is kind of like saturated with a lot of similarities of you, but you feel like whatever you say or do, that they are going to be there for you, and they're going to help you with all those earthly measures. And I feel what's really cool is Capricorns in general, that earthy energy that emanates, they get things done. Like that documentation you need, all of that gets done, and it's very in a doting, loving way too. Like when I care for you and I look out for you with these measures, that you feel safe and secure. So a lot of security within this relationship, where you feel like, oh my gosh, if something is pending that's important, they're going to know about it and help you out, which I like. So let's see what else is going on. Oh, nice. So we have the awakening, strength. How much are we loving this? There's your yay, and your lovely 2 of Cups. So again, this wonderful, romantic, loving, reciprocal, giving. And also I feel like that's the age too. I feel like there's a 2-year age gap. They're 2 years your senior for this read for some of you guys. And for some of you guys, I keep seeing a 6 in my head. So 6 years your junior too. 2 and 6. And the unique thing about their personality is they just persevere over everything. They are super strong, very reliable, resourceful, amazing, and they make you feel this way. Oftentimes, you know, the people we spend the majority of time with, we start to feel on that equal vibration. And their vibration is very strong, is very caring. You feel stable under them. So a lot of this type of energy sometimes resides in police officers, in people in the medical field, doctors, and also firemen, people that, you know, are in a position of authority and kind of like save the day, and that just really strong, ethical, moral code within them. This is your person. And, you know, I just feel like, again, they look out for the public, they look out for people, they again, strong. And I also feel like in their physical self that they're very strong as well. You know, they really look after themselves physically. Not only is it necessary for their job, but they also understand that, you know, health is everything, which I really, really love. Let's pull another one. Oh, Muse of Voices. So loving this. So muses in this are like pages. So you are going to have a lot of thoughts about them, who they are. You know what I'm going to do, you guys? I'm just going to pause for a moment and move this out into the sun, because it looks so, the artwork looks so beautiful in the sun, and the tree is causing some shade. So I have BRB. And we're back in the sun. So when we have this beautiful Muse of Voices, we start to see signs and synchronicities, because this is messages. It brings us messages. Again, I feel like music, and for some of you guys, musical notes. I feel like that's going to appeal in jewelry. We just see guitars, things like that. Music really surrounds this relationship in a really unique way. So I feel like you might start to hear a song over and over and it just really resonates with you. And or you might feel compelled to learn an instrument in the near future. Something about that connection through music, which I love. But also, you're going to have really great ideas when it comes to how to fortify yourself for the future, whatever it's creative endeavors, however you're feeling. Really high vibrational set point, because you're doing what's best for yourself, and you're not being driven by your old habitual habits that keep you at a standstill or keep you in your comfort zone. Like, you're really going to be realizing the powerful, strong, wonderful you in a really unique way. And again, let's get back to some of their personality. I love that all of these came up, because this is somebody who's constantly going to be showing you love, emotional support, care, in an enduring, constant way. So you're going to see beautiful consistency and unconditional love with this person, which is, it's special, you know, and that's like gold. We really need to cherish that, because sometimes in our day-to-day, in our activities, we just get going and we forget about those little things, those gestures, those connections that are so important. And you're constantly going to be fed a happy diet of that. You know, they are very tentative. They really care about your wants and needs. Fantastic listener, which is really important when it comes to support and love too. And again, this abiding just brick wall for you to feel like, oh, they are always there protecting, and just they're sensitive to what triggers you or what helps you, and they're always helping you move in the direction of what is healing and helpful for you, and helps you move away from those triggers. And is really, you know, a healthy counterpart to you as well. And again, I feel like this person has a huge high EQ. Like, their emotional IQ is off the charts. Like, they really know how to read a room. They really know what's going on by, you know, faces and body language. And therefore they have this kind of graceful, gracious social energy, which helps them fit in anywhere. Super adaptable to circumstances, and people really like them because they sense their caring, natural, kind of authentic nature, but also that, you know, they don't do things with an agenda. They're not trying to get something or use somebody's resources. They just honestly just care, and they're a good-hearted, soulful person, which I love for you. Wow, I really love that energy for you. So that's you, group one. Gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And again, I feel like your time frame, I want to pull this deck right here. Some of you it's 2 months, and some of you guys it's 9 months. That's funny, when any amount of cards that come out, when I pull up one, if they want to come out, some of you guys feel this too. I've had a lot of people DM me that they feel this momentum building. It's like kind of like this curiosity, this Christmas Eve feeling. They get all excited. You know, they feel like they're making better choices for themselves, you know, emotionally, financially, everything, because they are cycling up. And when our vibration is rising, these things happen. We have better opportunities. We treat ourselves better. We come from a place of love and understanding. So life happens in a flow state with ease, and you know, it's not as challenging, and a lot of you guys are recognizing right now, and that's your 2-monthers for sure. And then the other group too, it's like some people are just they're cherishing their time, getting to know what their needs are, setting their boundaries as well, so they can be in a healthy place, which I love. So that's you, group one. Beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this. It really helps me. And any other ways, if you're ever looking to support, I have a Patreon channel too, and the links will be down below. And also, you guys take advantage of all my specials that I do over on IG. I do all kinds of fun special reads and some unique things and posts and fun things that, you know, that are meant to inspire as well. And I do have my smaller channel too, which is Sparkwist Inspiration, and I do daily reads. I just do daily pops of positivity. I usually choose 2 or 3 cards, and then we just talk about a topic, which is nice. So thanks, you guys. That is you. Okay, group 2, how is everybody? I hope you're doing well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with initials over here, because sometimes if I get going, I forget all about the initials. So we have C, we have S, and we have T. So CST. Oh, let me move this back a little bit. I get bummed when as soon as I set up in the sun, it starts to set in the other direction. So loving that. So we have CST for initials, and remember, it can be one of yours, 2 of theirs, it can be a whole combination. It's for a collective. So, you know, that's, you know, using our common sense, we just know that every last little detail isn't going to be a total matchup. But I just want to pull some information too. I'm going to get one of that, and I want to here something about their personality and something you'll experience on the journey. So we have Star Brothers. So this is Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. So similar to group 1, this is somebody that honors whatever you care to divulge to them. They are great keepers of secret. They honor and have reverence for the relationship. Like, they don't overshare. They don't ever make you feel like you're unsafe or you're going to have trust issues. Again, from the get-go, you're going to know that they are 100% loyal partner. You're not going to worry about infidelities or problems or a wandering eye or any of that. You're going to feel that energetically, solidly, no questions asked, and just feel like, this is the one. And again, that beautiful, powerful energy of they make you come to all these great realizations about yourself, how you are so worthy and wonderful and lovable and all of that. We also have the beautiful 7-star sisters, birth and creation's tapestry of life and expression. So over the next coming months, what you're going to find individually on the soulmate journey leading you there is with your new high vibrancy and vibration and frequency. You're going to have a wonderful way to express yourself. Creativity is going to thrive. You're going to just be like, wow, why am I so curious about this and starting that? It can be writing, it can be acting, it can be just whatever it is, music. You're just all of a sudden so into things, and you are birthing all these beautiful creations, and you're having these new understandings of yourself, of how limitless you are and all the possibilities out there for you, which I absolutely love, because that's the way it should be. Now let's see what's coming. So that is also your time frame, 4 months. Ooh, Muse of Materials, loving that. So we're going to have messages coming. What I'm going to do too, and then, oh, look at that, the Night of Inspiration. I'm going to have everything in the sun, but it keeps I keep getting under the shade of the tree. But let's start with this beautiful Emperor energy also being part of their personality. But 4 months, I definitely feel like that's your time frame. When we have all of this, I also feel like I'm just getting a lot of fire in their chart, Sagittarius, beautiful, like wild Leo energy, very strong and charming, and Aries energy in there. I definitely feel like they fall into the fire realm with this particular read. But when we have this Emperor energy, again, that's that Aries kind of energy of like, they know who they are and they know where they're going, and it helps you too. I mean, a lot of self-confidence, but not to an arrogant degree, but you're very proud to be with them because they know who they are and where they're going, and they don't let other people derail them or throw or cast aspersions on them. Like, they're very upright, honest, and a lot of fire signs have that. They have a lot of honesty in their makeup. Like, they don't like falsehoods. They don't like like people that pretend to be something that they're not. So they're always very authentic, so you get a true read on them. And they have this independent thinking that's really rich and deep. Like, they're the philosophers. They like to figure things out. And you are going to be getting some messages, I think, too. And whenever we get messages that come through with Pentacles, I feel like that has to do with the animal realm. So birds, weird things for you guys. I just saw turtles everywhere. I don't know why. Turtles and tortoises, doves, crows, and fireflies, as well as dragonflies. Like, I'm just seeing a lot of these things just circulate around. Again, that earth energy, when it's put to use, is really great in the winged creature world, and also in insects. I'm seeing ladybugs too, and just some of the things that come up. And for your numbers, definitely 222s and 555s coming up. Now, I love this Night of Inspiration, because this speaks as when anybody gets a night in their soulmate read, that just punctuates their honesty, their authenticity, their integrity, their love, their loyalty, just really high ethics, true north kind of compass with this individual. They don't lie, cheat, steal, undermine, or do anything in those lower vibrational fields, because they've learned their earthly lessons. Or somebody who's deep and rich in the spiritual world, like, they just get it. Energy is energy, and why would they kind of like muddy the waters of their existence with any of this? Like, they really are kind of like the purest, simplest form, which is nice. And I feel like that's what you're ready for, and that's what you really want in your life too. So I'm just going to push this back a little bit so I'm more in the sun. Okay, that's much better. I just love these cards in the light, and I love, I had some flower petals and some really cool, bright, fun, earthy things in there, and I feel like the sun just really imbues it with these beautiful pops of colors. So let's talk about this too when we get all of this together. The Night of Inspiration, the Muse of Materials, and the Emperor. Somebody who's earthy, grounded, solid, sends messages constantly of unconditional love, consideration, and care. And it's, you know, that's essential. When we feel safe and secure and we don't feel like we have to look over our shoulder, or things that bring in insecurity, wonder, fear, or lower vibrations, it's a much nicer existence. And that's how you're going to operate in this connection. They have a lot of similarities, your person too, with this, of how you were brought up and kind of what you deem fun and wonderful and important in life. A lot of similarities in that, which is really nice as well. And also, when we look at this Night of Inspiration too, I feel like you have a lot of untapped creative potential that sometimes you delve into, but you have a lot of starts and stops. Like, I'm going to start this calligraphy, I'm going to start this rock painting, or I'm going to start this, and then you put it away and you don't see it to fruition or let it really ripen. They're going to help you do that with some of your stuff, because I feel like a lot of you guys, you have a lot of untapped potential when it comes to writing, expression, and making creative, painting, singing, a lot of these things, and you kind of shelve it in the busyness of life, and they're going to help you reapproach it in a way where you're going to have focus and follow through, and some really interesting results are going to come as a result of that, of you really checking in and sticking with it. Because I know I'm a project starter. Like, I'm like, I want to sew this, I want to do that, and then I'll get all the materials, and I'm like, oh, but I have to do A, B, and C. You're going to prioritize some of your beautiful creations, and later you're going to be able to monetize it in a big way as well, which I really love. Yeah, a really great way to delve into all this potential that, you know, that we have, that sometimes we just get busy in a 3D world and we forget to really focus on that. So I'm loving that for you. But also I want to see how they're going to kind of get on. Oh, I love this. So this is a lot of, wow, when you get this, you get somebody who really gels beautifully with family and friends well, like off from the get-go. They are caring, sharing, and such a together person that, again, parents, siblings, and friends, they feel the love, they feel the connection, and they're so happy for you. And there's, you know, there's just good energy all around, good acceptance, great, buoyant, like curious, wonderful. Because again, your person definitely has a great sense of humor. I always feel like when you get Page of Emotions too, and with the Emperor and Knight, and you get this combination, somebody with a great sense of humor that's very flexible, in flow state. So they really have wonderful present moment awareness, which means they're an awesome listener. So any details that your mom, friends, or anybody is sharing with them, they just take on board and they just get it. And I feel like some of you guys have some estranged relationships within your family. Like, it could be trust issues, it could be whatever. So like, they're really understanding of them. So again, they're not oversharing information. They really are protective of you and your feelings, which I love. And that's important, you know, just a really super high vibe person. But they make time for special moments. They make time to surprise you and show you how special life and you are to them in their life, which I really like. So again, I mean, just like this jaw-dropping, total awe-inspiring individual that is like, just has their act together. They get it. They've done the work. So they've come out the other side, and they really want to find the joy, love, and bliss in everything, because that optimism and good cheer is constantly surrounding you. You experience that as well, which I love. Therefore, you know, really tapping into this creative potential that was always there for you as well. Yeah, just kindred spirits to the max. I'm really excited for that. So that's you, group 2. Beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. My links are down below. Get in on my half off special. So whatever my normal rates are, you get half off for this entire weekend. So again, if you're doing like a 20-minute read instead of $50, it's $25. So on and so forth for all of that. And I just had such great feedback on that, and people asking for an extension. So I thought I'd run it over the weekend. So yeah, you can either email me or IG. And thank you guys for all your participation, your great feedback. Love and light. Okay, group 3. Funny thing, I keep changing to go back out into the sun, but we had a big shift where now the sun went behind the big house behind me, and I can't be like shifting the whole thing over again. But I think this is one of my favorite cards in the deck too, because I love a collective of pixies, and I feel like this actually exists out in my backyard with all the turkeys and the cats and the good energy out here. I absolutely love it. What I'm going to start with for you guys is I'm going to do initials, because for whatever reason, that's the one that I always tend to forget. So let's see what's going on. We have W, we have P, and we have S. So So W, P, and S, S, P, and W. And remember, you guys, again, this is for a collective, so things may differ. But what I want to pull is, what is the energy that's influencing you right now on this too? And any advice that comes in. So we have Earth pulsing. So right now this talks about the pulse of Mother Earth slowing down. Time in nature is going to be conducive for them to connect to you and for you to reach your highest vibration. I know vibrationally I'm always at my best when I'm out in nature barefoot and I'm grounding and earthing. When I'm by big bodies of water, right, it's very cleansing. So that's definitely part of our soulmate journey, is when we connect to our highest self, we prepare ourselves in a better way too, because then we don't have doubts and fears and we don't self-sabotage, right? Because we're in a good headspace. Now also Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. A lot of you guys are going through this right now. You might be being certified in something. You might be getting your PhDs, your masters, graduating from different schools, whatever it is. And you're going to have an enhanced sense of this. Like studying is going to come easily. You're going to be able to bring information on board and work through it beautifully, a gorgeous flow state. But also you're learning about life lessons, like what's conducive to a healthy lifestyle and to you and makes you feel good, and vice versa. Adversely, what does not help you and what hinders you. You know, you're learning how to be human in the world, but not necessarily of it. And wonderful, like energetic sovereignty and not absorbing what isn't yours, like what isn't necessary for you or what isn't going to help you. You can just totally let go of and drop, and you don't get, you're not introduced to things that look appealing that aren't good for you. Like you're going to see it with like major x-ray vision, like, oh no, this energy blows, I'm out of here for sure. Yeah, because you're going to be pausing and be chill to ascertain what's going on. Very cool. Oh, I love this. So you guys, when we get this too, that means your time can be any moment. When we get the Fool in the center and you see these zeros, your time can be at any moment and you're going to be prepared for it. You guys have, you are, not only have you kind of like, you've come to certain realizations about the type of life you want and who you want to become and what has meaning and why. So now all the essentials are in place and you're basically ready at any moment. So, this could happen within days. This could happen within early weeks. You just really are prepared. It really speaks of whenever the time is the most ideal is when they're going to come in for you again. So you're not in that clouded vision where you don't have fear, where you don't feel like you're not prepared, where you have low self-esteem or any of those problems that come in. Because when the lower vibrations are present, we doubt it. We doubt the reality of it. We doubt the truth of it and what they're saying. We second guess ourselves. So you're going to be free of all of that, and that's why you're going to have that ideal time. And that's what this pause is. Let me really assess. You're going to take your time. You don't feel like you have to rush in commitment with anything or anybody. You're no first off. You're no first offer Sally, like, oh yeah, okay, I'll take that. No, you're going to assess, is this deserving of my time and effort? Is this deserving of my resources? Really rich self-assessment right now, which I love. And 8 of inspiration too is like, let me get on my doom buggy and ride away from anything that just doesn't enhance or help me right now. Am I taking time out for joy? Am I taking time out for what I need? I want to get some attributes in their personality. Ooh, they're the Magician. Hallelujah. So not only are they going to feel like your 10 of Cups is constantly happening and full, this is somebody who emotionally is like a 10-star winner with this. Like they know and watch and think and feel and ascertain what is needed and necessary. Great communication, sense of humor, flexibility, reciprocity on a huge scale. Because with this, when somebody gives us this 10 of Cups moment, they're really listening, they're really watching, they're really getting the cues and clues, and they care how we feel, how we're doing, how things are progressing. Great communicators, totally honest when you get that too. There's no sneakiness, there's no underlying problems. This is just them in their purest form giving to us. And also when the Fool comes up here too, I love this because this is somebody that really does have a wonderful optimistic outlook on life, and they do feel protected, they do feel healed, they do feel guided, they do feel joy and wonder and that childlike joy for life. Like let's see what the possibilities are. Let's make sandcastles, let's go in a forest and walk and have a picnic. That beautiful joy towards life. And I feel like that's in your wheelhouse right now. You don't want to settle for less. But they also do have a lot of major manifestations, they use the law of assumption. They assume good things come to them, therefore they do. So I also feel like they have a very rich, wonderful, creative bent to them, as well as knowing which way to just kind of internally go, because they have a lot of great intuition that serves them well, and they trust it and they trust themselves. So it's like it leads to good places, it leads to great exploration, it leads to deep knowing and like a sense of wonder at everything too. Like this combination is off the hook wonderful, because again, there's constant sparks and magic and things that are produced that you didn't even conceive of, you know, just like, wow, like I didn't realize I had this potential as well. But when we're matched up with somebody in the right way, we reach our potentials, we walk through those doors, you know, we become, you know, this wonderful, like silvery, bright star version of ourselves, because we know we're worthy. And it's one of those things too where we just start to know our worth and we start to step into our power, and they are going to help you with that exponentially due to love and support, due to the fun majesty that they show you, and you really start to live this life that's filled with splendor and joy and love and magic, and you're so deserving of it. And I love this. And again, when you have all of this, they're very easily accepted into your friendship circle and family circle because of who they are and the love that they show. And I feel like people, when they really listen to their intuition, they get a feel for people. And I feel like your kindreds and your folk understand their intentions are completely loving and fantastic. And because of that, it's like they're welcome with open arms. So you don't have all that drama and ridiculousness that can happen sometimes when somebody isn't accepted into your clan, right? Like it can get really crazy and dicey. And I feel too, you know, they just they kind of produce this energy that's really healing and balanced. So it helps any schisms or fractures in your family or friendship groups too that you need healing. Like they are a wonderful advisor, really smart, very wise, a lot of spirituality. So they're very helpful in that regard too. So I love that energy for you guys. Wow, that's really beautiful. Yeah, their finger is on the pulse of humanity and love in a really great way. So I love that. I love that. I love that for you. Again, you guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and please take advantage of my half-off reading specials. You just go over to IG, you can DM me, you can ask for a list if you didn't see it in the beginning, and I do the readings. So you get a private video read within 48 hours of ordering, and you can ask as many questions as you like. I love doing readings. It's one of my favorite things. Like I look forward when I get up, if I have a stacked agenda, I take my decks, I come outside, I meditate, and it's a really good time. And I want to thank you guys for all your love and support over the years, and your reads and your great feedbacks. It means a lot to me. But you know, comment down below if this is your group, because this is a 10-star review here for your person and your journey with them. It doesn't get much better than this. So love and light. I'm going to go upload for you guys.